My parents especially have helped me through kind of like my baseball journey, more so than just like baseball, more like sports wide. I've played, I don't know, upwards of 5 sports throughout my like childhood. I kind of settled on baseball when I was 12, 13. That's kind of when it became my favorite. And then after my freshman year of high school, I decided to like specify in baseball, or pursue it as far as I can. And that was kind of hard on them. I do have 2 younger brothers who play other sports, but to see like their oldest kid decide, hey, I'm done with basketball and football and stuff, it's kind of tough. They stress that dual sport athletes are more important than one-trick ponies. And I saw the benefit of that, but we had a conversation with Kirchhoff and talked about how being really good in one sport kind of outweighs being mediocre too. So that's kind of where that ended up, but they did a good job of kind of setting their egos aside and their interest for me and supporting me through that. So that's when really they started becoming baseball parents. My mom has always been like the team mom from every travel ball from 10 up. She would be in our dugout bringing water, snacks, food. So she did a good job of like just being there. And then my dad has always been there, maybe not in more of an active role as my mom has, but he's been a really good supporting role. He's been taking pictures. Like I have dozens of albums from when I was like 10, 11. And they started streaming games recently, so my family from out of state can watch, and other people's family. Of course, like personal chauffeur-wise, my mom would be like the minivan mom driving everyone around Woodbury, Rochester, everywhere. She was the team mom, and I feel like she enjoyed that. And especially when I started driving, she did not like not being able to take me anywhere. Like that was like our main form of communication. So it was kind of hard on her, but she's kind of grown into it. Logan and Connor now, being able to drive them around, so that's nice. I'm gonna talk about Benny. I've been playing baseball with him since we were 9. We sucked. To put it very bluntly, we were really bad until we were like 14. So we both sucked together, I guess you could say. And we realized that we both had the same like end goal, which would be playing Division I baseball. So we started pushing each other and getting after it more together, more cohesively. And we brought that to Kirchhoff kind of like as to and told us what our goals were. And that was when he brought up what being an accountability partner was. Specifically what that is like holding each other to a different standard. So making sure you get all your drills in, all your core work, mobility, make sure you do your arm care, make sure you get into the facility, homework, school, everything. It's like having someone that's just like a drill sergeant, but also like your really good friend. And I thought that was a super special bond between the two of us, is because I can get on him and he can get on me like harder than anyone else would, but you take it differently because you know it's from a place of love. There's a few stories of me slacking off and Ben getting on me for it, as he can tell you. But he would then call me out, either in a group setting or one-on-one, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right, I'll do better. So that's been super beneficial for my career. And then just having someone who cares a little bit more than most people or most teammates would in a team environment is really cool and special that I don't think a lot of people get to experience. Because let's say I have like a really crappy day. Yeah, everyone's gonna pick me up, but I can also go to someone and be like, hey, what do I need to do? And he'll tell me exactly. It's like, hey, this is what you're doing. He can tell me that straight-faced, and I'd be like, okay, I'll just change it. And it's neat to have someone like that who observes your game as much as you observe your own, and be able to kind of relate to what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go, because he has the same goals. But I think our relationship's a little different because of how alike we are and how much we're able to relate to each other. We kind of tend to go through the same things, just at different times. It's a luxury to have, especially at this age, having someone who has gone through that, but is also your age. It's not someone like an elder, it's your best friend. Steve was a character it's kind of like in your corner as a boxer. Maybe not your coach, but one of the other guys that are there. He'll text me, ask me how schools are going, or how's baseball going during the high school season when I haven't seen him in a while. He just goes out of his way to make me feel important, or as one of his kids.